Hello and welcome to Pershing Park in Santa Barbara, California. My name is Aaron Goldstein, joined by Anthony Vasquez. And Anthony, great day for a CCL matchup between the Arroyo Seco Saints and Santa Barbara Foresters. These two teams actually played yesterday, with the Foresters taking that matchup. Anthony, the Saints had been hot, winners of 5 in a row. All of a sudden, they've dropped the last two.
And they've dropped the last two partly because the hitting has gone absolutely silent against the Conejo Oaks. That 12-6, that loss, the first loss that snapped that 5-game winning streak. The Saints are out hit by 6-12, double the amount for Conejo, and for Santa Barbara, it was more so of the same. You know, the Saints only got the runs thanks to a handful of errors against both Conejo and Santa Barbara, so it really has to start with the hits today because that's the reason they had a 5-game winning streak in the first place.
And let's shift to the other side of the ball for the Saints. Cole Dale on the hill for Arroyo Seco, and he's looking to turn things around for this Saints team.
That's right, and if there's anyone who could stop this little schneid, this mini 2-game losing streak for the Saints, it's Cole Dale. He's actually faced the Foresters once already, exactly 1 week last week on July 7th, but only pitched 4 innings, but gave up 2 runs and 3 hits. And the key for him is the same thing it's always been for this Arroyo Seco pitching staff: continue to throw strikes, but more so with Cole Dale because hitters are only hitting .212 against him. So if you continue to pound that zone, stuff will work out well for Cole Dale.
And hopefully Dale can attack these Foresters hitters, this dangerous lineup for Santa Barbara. Shifting to the other team, the home team, the Santa Barbara Foresters on the hill, Zach Tonnery. Anthony, what more do you have on Tonnery?
Well, Tonnery is going to be making his first start of the summer. He's actually already faced the Saints as well in that 13-6 Saints victory, the second game of a 5-game winning streak last July 7th. Actually pitched 2 innings, gave up a couple of unearned runs and a couple walks as well, and hitters are hitting .265 against him. So if there's a pitcher who Arroyo Seco can really take advantage of, it'll be Tonnery today.
And Anthony, as you mentioned, such a different mindset coming out of the bullpen versus starting. We'll see how that affects Tonnery today, and hopefully this depleted Saints lineup, which is without some key players. You think of guys like Matt Wong out of the lineup today. Also, Dylan Johnson got hurt weightlifting this morning. We hope that he's all right. Those guys are day-to-day, but some unusual faces. Jordan Rogers in the leadoff spot. So let's run through the lineups. For the Saints, we have Jordan Rogers leading off and playing right field. Drew Cowley at second base in the 2-hole, Mr. Sane as they call him. Hitting third, Kyson Donahue playing shortstop. Matt Marlowe at third base and batting cleanup. Jacob Sanchez, first base, hitting fifth. Max Blessinger in the 6th slot. He'll be playing center field. Jeff Bowser DHing. Jack Walker playing left and hitting 8th. And rounding out the lineup, Cooper Harris. He will be catching. And for the Santa Barbara Foresters, the home team in this afternoon's ball game, Miguel Santos leading off and playing shortstop. Rylan Charles playing center field. Kevin Bazell playing third and hitting third. Gavin Cash, the cleanup man, he'll find himself at first base today. Nate Rombach, he'll be behind the dish. Tanner Otremba hitting 6th and DHing. Nate Ensley playing center field. Sebastian Ordono, the right fielder, the Oklahoma man, and rounding out the lineup, Gavin Horvat playing second base. So we're going to take a break here in Santa Barbara. Beautiful day for some CCL action between the Arroyo Seco Saints and Santa Barbara Foresters. Saints looking to end a little 2-game slide and get back in the win column. First pitch coming up. First pitch about to get underway here. Zach Tonnery on the bump for the Santa Barbara Foresters. And Anthony, you alluded to it earlier. This is his first start of the season in this CCL game. Listed at 6'9", 245. So definitely not lacking in the size or stature categories.
Or the velocity. Or the velocity category, too.
Exactly. Attends UC San Diego. And in his appearance against the Saints, went 2 innings, allowing 2 runs. Both were unearned. Only allowed 1 hit. Did walk 2.
So, Aaron, it's a battle of the Tritons today. Colt Dale also calling UC San Diego home.
Certainly. Spencer Sid will be there shortly.
Yeah, all 3 of them will be future teammates.
A lot of great arms in that Triton program. And Anthony, we've seen a plethora of leadoff hitters this year for the Saints. Today it's Jordan Rogers, and he's a very consistent hitter. Loves hitting that fastball early in counts. I like the leadoff spot for him.
I do too, and he certainly has the on-base percentage to do that, get on base to the big boppers. And there's only 9 position players available today for the Arroyo Seco Saints, so it's really going to be an all-hands-on-deck situation here. And despite having only 9 position players, this offense has been hot enough in these during their 5-game winning streak to really put something together and maybe surprise here with the ocean nearby.
As we talked about before, a beautiful day for baseball here in Santa Barbara, right by the beach. Sun is setting here at Pershing Park. So for the Saints to start this ball game, Jordan Rogers, Drew Cowley in the 2 slot, and then Kyson Donahue hitting 3rd. If anyone were to reach in this first inning, Matt Marlowe hitting 4th. As Tonnery throws his last warm-up pitch, we're about set.
As the Saints and Foresters play a CCL game. Leading off for the Saints, the right fielder, number 3, Jordan Rogers.
Rogers looking to start this ball game off for the Saints, and your job as a leadoff hitter is simply to get on base. Especially, as you mentioned, Anthony, with those big boppers on deck, the Drew Cowleys and Kyson Donahues of the world. Rogers rips that into left field, going back as the left fielder, and that ball is gone. So a first pitch fastball, and Rogers sends it out. 1-0 Saints before we can even get settled here.
I'm just getting my iPad on, and Rogers already hit one over the fence. How about that? Talk about it. All hands on deck. There's a hit right there to put your Saints on the scoreboard.
So a great swing by Jordan Rogers, lining that ball out to left field. Hensley gave chase, but it was over his head and left, and here's Drew Cowley. So that's one way to greet Zach Tonnery with a home run to lead off the ball game as Cowley takes high, ball 1.
And I was watching him during warm-ups. His fastball goes straight, so I like the idea for Jordan Rogers to maybe ambush that pitch.
As we talked about, Rogers a fastball hitter. Cowley skies that one in the air. Shortstop range is over and makes the play. That's Miguel Santos for the first out of this ball game. And here comes Kyson Donahue.
And the righties are going to have to really abuse that left field line. It's only 310 out to left field. Not to say Jordan Rogers, that wouldn't have been a home run at any other ballpark, but 310 to left. I think I can hit it over that. I'm pretty sure. I hope.
That's low on Kyson Donahue. And Anthony, you mentioned the shallow dimensions. To me, it looks even shallower than 310 down that left field line. The signs potentially deceiving us in the outfield at Pershing Park as Donahue rolls that foul.
I think they're just playing with us there. I think they want us to think that's 310.
Whatever it is, it's not very deep. And Rogers was able to exploit that.
Yeah, this is a type of a throwback against the Sonoma Stompers. Remember, we were playing on that football field. That left center field wall was very shallow, and Matt Wong hit a 2-run home run over there in Central California.
Polo Grounds-esque.
Yeah.
So 1 out, 1 run already in on the home run by Jordan Rogers. Donahue takes high. So hitter's count here on Donahue. 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck sits Matt Marlowe. Donahue hits that mile high. Fielders battling the sun. And the third baseman will make the play. That's Kevin Bazell for the second out. So a couple pop outs after the leadoff home run.
For the Saints, third baseman number 16, Matt Marlowe.
So there's a correction. Beckel is on the hill, not Tonnery. We were given the wrong number. We apologize about that. And Marlowe takes high. 1-0 with 2 outs and nobody on base. So Beckel making his 3rd start of the season as Marlowe takes high. He's gone 9 2/3 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, so a whopping strikeout total. He's pitched in 3 total games, 2 starts, and in his last outing against the Blues did not do so well. Went 4 2/3, surrendering 4 runs, 5 hits. Looking to rebound here against the Saints.
And with Beckel, even though that fastball comes in straight, he has fantastic control. That'll keep the walks down, so the Saints hitters really have to jump on it.
Marlowe rolls that one foul. 2-2 on Marlowe. So the leadoff home run for Rogers to start the ball game was followed by 2 pop-ups from the Saints lefties, Drew Cowley and Kyson Donahue. Matt Marlowe stands in. Beckel working from the windup with nobody on. He's set just above the belt. Has a sign from his catcher, Rombach. The right-hander deals. That's chopped to short. Fielded by Santos. Fires to first in time to his buddy Gavin Cash. So that'll do it in the top of the first inning. Saints get 1 run on the Jordan Rogers home run. We will head to the bottom of the first inning where the Foresters will bat here on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Bottom of the first inning, Coledale on the bump for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Anthony, he's been awesome this year in 15 2/3 innings pitched, only 11 hits allowed, 5 earned runs.
And a lot of it's because of that wicked nice fastball and the breaking ball as well, mixing it up quite nicely ever since he found himself in the starting rotation. He doesn't do it a lot at UC San Diego. It was mostly a full-time reliever there, so it's good to see him starting games and really getting outs at the end of the day.
Anthony, I was talking to his mom before the game, and she talked about the fact that he started a lot in youth ball and even in high school, so he has experience doing it. And it's such a different mindset starting the ball game versus coming in relief, especially in a close game in relief. If you give up a run or 2 out of the bullpen late in a ball game, that's considered a failure. Much different for starting pitchers as you're going to have a lot of pitches, a lot of time to get settled in.
And we were talking to Trayson Vogt on Tuesday and against the Oaks, and he said it's a totally different mindset you got to have. Really something you really got to get used to. And for Colt Dale, it looks like he's used to it already. It looked like a seasoned starter and trying to get the Saints back on a winning streak. Here's your man right here.
Miguel Santos will dig in. The shortstop who made a play to end the top of the first inning, now coming up to bat. Santos, a whopping .402 batting average. Nice guy to have in the leadoff spot as he rolls out one foul down the left field line. So for the Saints defensively, Jack Walker in left, Max Blessinger in center, Jordan Rogers in right, and then the infield goes Marlowe, Donahue, Cowley, and Sanchez from left to right. Cooper Harris behind the plate, and as we mentioned, Colt Dale on the bump as he misses with the breaking ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Anthony, when you're facing a leadoff hitter like Santos, who's such a great average hitter, what are you trying to do? Are you aggressive, or are you painting the corners a little more?
Well, you have to be aggressive here. You don't want him to get on base, and despite going 1 for 5, Santos had 2 stolen bases against Saints hitters, and that was when Jacob Sanchez behind the plate. Now there's a new guy in Cooper Harris back there, but if you're Dale, continue attack and limit the base runners.
Santos rips that into center field for a base hit. He'll take a wide turn and stop at first base as Blessinger fields it and fires it in. And Anthony, for Santos, that's the 47th time he's reached base in CCL play this summer. An incredible player.
And that's why he's hitting the leadoff spot for one of the best teams in the league.
So Santos is aboard with a leadoff single, and here is Rylan Charles. Charles at .278 on the season. Does have 15 walks to 16 strikeouts. Very solid ratio for the left-hander. Dale fires, and that is tapped through the right side for a base hit. Fielded by Rogers. Santos will go first to third and make it without a throw. So the Foresters have him cornered with nobody out against a very tough pitcher in Colt Dale.
Great piece of hitting by Charles, bouncing it the other way. A seeing eye ground ball that found its way into right field, extending Charles's hitting streak to 4 consecutive games now. Went 1 for 3 against the Saints yesterday. Now a little bit of trouble for Colt Dale.
Here is Kevin Bazell, the wrong guy you want to face with first and third, nobody out. Is Anthony, he's got a .420 batting average and only 8 strikeouts and 88 at-bats. Bazell takes a called strike 1, perfectly placed two-seamer on the inner half.
And he also has a great eye at the plate. You're not going to catch him off guard looking. He has 18 walks and, of course, those 88 at-bats you mentioned, Aaron. 3 of them against the Saints yesterday.
As Dale throws over to Sanchez at first base. Anthony, if you're the Forester, do you put Rylan Charles in motion here with nobody out in first and third?
You certainly could right here.
The breaking ball is low.
And I'm sure Cooper Harris knows that there's a chance. You can see the third base coach up the third base line, talking to the runner on first and Charles. And Harris, he certainly has the strong arm to toss it over to second base.
Dale monitoring Charles at first. Bazell is at the plate, and Anthony, for Bazell, very loose hands, but an explosive swing, reminiscent of Alex Verdugo.
And that 310 marker down the left field line looks a lot more like 210 with a big guy like Bazell at the plate.
2 balls and 1 strike on Kevin Bazell. We're in the bottom of the first inning. The Foresters trail the Saints 1-0, but they have first and third, nobody out, and their 3-hitter, Kevin Bazell, up. Colt Dale looking for a double play ball here with the infield back. It's a slider off the plate, 3-1 on the dangerous Kevin Bazell. On deck, Gavin Cash. Anthony, really no gaps in this Foresters lineup. Gavin Cash, the cleanup hitter, sitting at 326 on the season. And Zell draws the base on balls. So bases loaded, nobody out. Bad start for the Saints as Coach Goose goes out and talks to his struggling right-hander. So Cash, as I mentioned, 325 average on the season, 6 home runs, 22 RBIs. And he's hitting 500 against Dale this season. So to recap the inning, Santos lined a base hit into center field to lead off the ball game. Rylan Charles grounded one in the 3-4 hole, Anthony, for a base hit, and Kevin Bazell just walked to load the bases.
And the dangerous hitter and Cash striding to the plate. Back-to-back games for Cash where he had a home run, including yesterday's ball game. He went 1 for 5, but that one hit was a 2-run shot.
Now batting for the Foresters, sponsored by Dave Pintard.
And wind-wise, the Pacific Ocean breeze that's coming right into us is blowing directly out. So Cash will have he doesn't need any help, but he'll certainly have some help.
That's right. 6 home runs on the season. He's looking to add to his 22 runs batted in. Saints corners are in. Middle back. As that is skied into shallow center field. And that looks like it'll find grass. The Foresters score 1 and they'll go station to station. So a bloop hit for Gavin Cash to keep the line moving for the Foresters, Anthony.
Shallow center field, it got very dangerous. As Max Blessinger, someone you don't usually see in center field, more of a corner outfield guy, but because the Saints only have 9 position players, you have to put Blessinger out there, and I'm sure that wouldn't have been caught no matter who you put out there. Kaisa Donahue, a tough play for him, and Jackson Walker, so sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, partner.
So Cash bloops his single into center field. Bases still loaded with none out. Here's Nate Rombach, the backstop for the Foresters.
He's a pretty big dude.
He is, and he's had a lot of success this season. In the 5 spot for the Foresters. He's got a couple homers on the year, 296 batting average.
And now in a 2-0 count. I know you want to lay that fastball in there. But Rombach has 2 home runs on the season with the bases loaded. You don't want this inning to snowball on you.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Target is inside from Cooper Harris. Perfectly placed pitch. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nice execution there by Cole Dale.
The question is, can you do that 2 more times to get your out right here?
On deck sits Tanner Otremba. Dale set, working from the stretch with the bases loaded and none out. And he misses 3 balls and 1 strike, so Dale really struggling with command here. Again, 1-1 the score. Sturs have the bases loaded with none out. Saints looking to limit the damage here in this bottom of the 1st inning. Here's the pitch. And that's low, ball 4, so the Foresters take a 2-1 lead, and Anthony, still nobody out in this bottom of the 1st inning.
Got to bear down, you got to establish that fastball and throw first pitch strikes.
So to recap in the inning, the Foresters go single, single, walk, single, walk. So station to station baseball for Santa Barbara. And here is Tanner Otremba. Saints infield looking to turn 2 here. And that is ripped to third. Mount Marlowe fields it. He goes home for 1. Cooper Harris fires to first. And the Saints turn 2 to a huge double play. On the scoring, that is 5-2-3. Double play. So, huge couple outs there for Arroyo Seco. And now Nate Ensley will bat with 2 away.
It's a huge ground ball right there by Coaldale. Way to make your pitch. Smart move by Matt Marlowe, who's already charging. The easiest play was home for him, and Cooper Harris just firing over to first base.
So Dale can get out of this with very limited damage. And that is ripped to short, fielded by Kyson Donahue. Bobbles momentarily, fires to first in time for the out. So Coaldale works out of some trouble. Foresters do get 2-1 as we head to the top of the second inning on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Beckel in for his second inning of work. Jacob Sanchez strides to the plate. Foresters lead the Saints by a score of 2-1, Anthony. Was an action-packed first inning.
An action-packed first inning that started on the first pitch with Jordan Rogers' first pitch jacked to left field.
Sanchez first pitch swinging, and he grounds it foul down the left field line. Anthony, it looks like the Saints' approach is to attack early in the count.
Attack early and attack any elevated pitches. If it's high, let it fly. If it's low, let it go.
Sanchez stands in the back of the batter's box and grounds that one foul as well. He's behind in the count. 0-2 is Jacob Sanchez. Today he finds himself at first base. We've seen him behind the dish as well. And in college at UT Rio Grande Valley for the Vaqueros, his coaches liked him at first, but they moved him to catcher as he strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning. Here comes Max Blessinger.
And for Beckel, you got to continue pounding with that breaking ball. Just perfect pitches after perfect pitches in that at-bat. Left it up a bit because you don't have two strikes. And when you have two strikes, dirt it. Worst comes to worst. 2-ball, 2-strike count. But in that case, the best case scenario happened. Got the K on just 4 pitches.
And as you said, a perfectly placed spinner that started in the zone and broke down in the dirt. Blessinger takes a big rip and a miss. Nice scouting report there by the Foresters, knowing Blessinger is very aggressive early in the count to throw the breaking ball first pitch.
You also have to recognize that Rogers ambushed a first pitch fastball. Like the idea right there from Beckel.
And another breaking ball, and he did in fact go around, so 2 hooks in the dirt, and Blessinger finds himself down 0-2 in the count.
I'd give him a third one in the dirt right here, and then maybe mix in a fastball if he decides to take it.
Why not? If it's broke, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So 0-2 on Bless. Beckel, the righty, deals. A breaking ball perfectly dotted on the inner half for a called strike 3. Blessinger will take a seat. So 2 up, 2 down in this second inning, both by way of the K.
Just filthy at-bat right there from Beckel. 3 breaking balls, dirt at 2 of them. Maybe he missed his spot right there, but it works. And The third one, just laying it right in there. I'm a little surprised that Max Blessinger took that pitch. You know that third breaking ball is going to come.
He is so aggressive. His blast, so a rare strikeout looking. Here's Jeff Bowser. Average sits at 299 on the season. He's yet to record a home run.
And for Bowser, the name of the game is a left field line. Left fielder shaded towards left center. Meanwhile, on the right field side, straightaway right. He likes using those lines with fly balls and grounders.
A line-to-line hitter indeed. Bowser's game is contact and speed. So nothing and, one ball, one strike on Bowser. As the sun is shining right down on us. Bowser pops that one up into shallow left field. And the shortstop will make the call. Miguel Santos puts it away, so an easy inning for the Foresters. We will head to the bottom of the second inning. The Saints trail the Foresters 2-1 on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Back here in the bottom of the second inning, and Anthony, a rocky start for Cole Dale. He did settle in later in that bottom of the first inning. He'll look for a clean inning here in the bottom of the second.
And Cole Dale could probably look back on that double play in that first inning with the bases loaded and nobody out as maybe the swing play that really gets him comfortable on the mound. He didn't have very much time to settle in. The Foresters had base runners left and right against him. Now it's a clean inning right here. Should be okay.
So 8-9-1 for Santa Barbara. It starts with Sebastian Ordono, the right fielder. Left-hander takes away. 1 ball and no strikes. Ordono, very limited action. This is only his 5th at bat for the Sturs, and in his first 4, he's got 2 hits and 3 runs scored, also walked once. Originally from San Pedro, California. Attends the University of Oklahoma. That's in there for a called strike. Nice breaking ball right on left for Cole Dale.
And he's been able to spot that as well in that first inning. Looks to be his best pitch so far.
Ordono cracks that to shallow right field. Drew Cowley is under it. He'll make the play for the first out. Anthony, we've seen a lot of pop-ups early in this ball game.
A lot of pop-ups, and it's very hard to see from where we're standing right now. There's a few times I was looking up and I thought it was going to be a foul ball, but players just getting under these pitches. Maybe seeing that 310 in left field, maybe like, I can get one of these.
And that's always the struggle, is not letting the dimensions of the field impact your swing or your approach. As the 9-hitter, Gianni Horvat takes a called strike 1. Finds himself at second base today. He rips that up the middle. Blessinger dives. Did he hang on? No, he didn't, says the second base umpire. Looked to us like Blessinger was able to catch that baseball in center field. was a low line drive. Bless dove.
Back to the top of the order for the
So a base hit for Horvat, the 9-hitter, and
shortstop number 3,
just like that,
Santos.
the top of the Foresters order is now up. Miguel Santos, who singled in his first at bat.
A little interesting play out there in center field. It looked to me from where we were standing up the first base line rather, that Blessinger caught that one.
Coach Aaron Milam is going to talk to the second base umpire.
And Blessinger befuddled out there in shallow center field. Even he thinks he caught it. Usually we see that, fielders don't give an argument about it if they knew they were trying to trick the umpire. There, I thought he caught it. Should have been second out to me.
And Anthony, we've seen Bless make a lot of spectacular plays, mostly in right field this season, but another outstanding effort in center. And Anthony, if you remember back to yesterday's ball game, he laid out for a foul ball down the right field line and almost caught it. An unbelievable attempt. So his outfield defense has been nothing short of extraordinary for Max Blessinger. Again, usually plays the corner outfield, making his first start of the season for the Saints in center. So, no change as Horvat is still at first base. Disgruntled Coach Milam heads back to the dugout, and Anthony, I think he had a case.
He certainly did.
As that is popped up into shallow left field. And Bless makes the call. He calls off Jackson Walker out in left field for the second out. He's using that center field priority to his advantage there, calling off his left fielder. There's 2 away. It's got to be nice, Anthony, for Bless, playing most of his time in the corner outfield. He's in center field today. He's got priority over the other outfielders. So here's Ryland Charles, who also singled in his first at bat. Hit a chopper in the 3-4 hole and was able to get a base hit. Fake steal from Horvat at first base. To recap the inning, Ordono popped out to Cowley. It was followed by the Horvat single, and then Santos flew out to center. That's where we stand right now. 2 outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch. It was in the dirt. Great stop by Cooper Harris, Anthony.
It's a wall back there.
He is. That time he picked the baseball. Didn't have time to block it. It was a spiked fastball.
Those are probably the toughest to block. The breaking balls in the dirt. You're gonna have to body up and get the chest out in front, get the chest over the ball. Fastballs that come a little bit of a surprise.
Runner is off. That is flied into left field. Jack Walker ranging back. He will make the play. So that'll do it for the second inning. We'll head to the top of the third. Saints looking to put some runs on the board here, losing 2-1 here in Santa Barbara, California on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. 2-1 in favor of the Foresters. Top of this third inning, Jackson Walker strides to the plate, facing Beckel, who's in for his third inning of work here, Anthony. And for the Saints, 8-9-1. Walker, Harris, and the top of the order, Jordan Rogers, due up this inning. Walker hitting 200 on the season and only 30 at-bats. And Anthony, he did have one great game against the Solano Mudcats where he recorded 3 hits, all line drives to center field. Walker certainly has the tools to be an excellent hitter, son of a big league ball player. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Beckel fires in and Walker pops it up to shallow left field. No big deal for Ensley. Puts it away. Here comes the 9-hitter, Cooper Harris. Anthony, our broadcast team interviewed Harris yesterday, and he talked about being a leader on this team, not just vocally, but emotionally. Leads by his actions. Pitching staff loves him, and Coach Aaron Milam with such high praise for Cooper Harris and Jacob Sanchez, the catching tandem for the Saints team, saying it's the best 2 catchers they've ever had. Milam's been doing this for a long time, so tall praise as Harris takes a breaking ball in there for the first pitch. So nice adjustment from Beckel. He sees that the Saints hitters are aggressive early in the count, so he starts firing in breaking balls.
Trying to mix it up. He needs that curveball control second time through the order as well, because that's when the Saints usually hop on these starters.
And Beckel falls down, and his catcher, Rombach, will go out and speak to him. Anthony, that speaks to the dimensions of this field as a home pitcher is falling down while trying to throw off his rubber. So 1 ball and 1 strike on Cooper Harris. And folks, we have an interview in the bottom of the 6th inning with Dom Dorado, Saints pitcher. Be sure to tune in for that one. Cooper Harris swings through the changeup. On deck, top of the order, represented by Jordan Rogers. Beckel with a perfectly executed breaking ball. It catches the top of the zone. Cooper Harris with no complaints to the umpire. Anthony, beautiful pitch there by Beckel.
Froze him with that pitch. Nothing Cooper Harris could do. And sometimes you just guess wrong. And his only attempt there was to just stick the bat out and maybe you get a foul ball out of it. Still a great pitch by Beckel.
Beckel with 3 strikeouts on the ball game, 2 of them looking. Here's Jordan Rogers, who homered his last time up. Takes a perfectly placed fastball on the inner half. No balls and 1 strike on the Saints leadoff hitter. Anthony, for Rogers, his first home run of this CCL season. Cuts through the breaking ball, and he's down 0-2. Anthony, Rogers, more of a line drive hitter, but that line drive he hit in the first inning just kept going to left field.
And that happened with Peyton Holton, the 12-12 tie. Last time we were here in Santa Barbara, line drives get out of here over to left field.
Rogers hits another line drive.
Stay hot.
That is cut off by Ensley and left. But another base hit, as you said. Stay hot. Jordan Rogers, he's 2 for 2 on the day with 2 bullets to left field.
He sees Beckel pretty well. Once again, trying to sneak that fastball right by him, and Rogers did not miss it. Whacked it into left field for a base hit.
Anthony, rest of the Saints lineup, outside of Jordan Rogers, 0 for 8. Rogers 2 for 2, so putting the lineup on his back right now. Here's Drew Cowley, another great player to have up. Beckel checks on Rogers. He's in there safely with a head-first dive. Anthony, for Cowley, 264 clip on the season. We know he's capable of a lot more than that. Nothing wrong with 264, but this is one of the best hitters in the country, the cleanup man for the University of Oregon.
And it's really only a matter of time before he gets hot. You know, like we called him Mr. Saint on the bus ride over, had 4 hits against the Barons.
And it looks like Rogers is experiencing some pain at first base. We'll keep you updated on that situation. Again, the Saints with only 9 position players available, Anthony. All the guys need to stay healthy for this ball game, or we might have a pitcher in the lineup, which would not be ideal for Coach Milam, Coach Goose, Coach Stone, Coach Surge, and the rest of the Saints staff. They check on him again, hoping that the third time is the charm, and it isn't, Anthony, as Rogers gets back safely.
And you know you have an injured runner over there at first base. Beckel continuing to throw over there.
On deck, Kyson Donahue. Here is Cowley, who flew out to short in his first at bat. Takes way high. Nice stab by Rombach. So 1-0 on Drew Cowley. Saints looking for a little 2-out rally here in the top of the third inning. Here's the pitch to Cowley. Same spot, 2-0. Saints trail the Foresters 2-1, top of this third inning. Beckel working from the stretch. Rogers leading off at first. Another miss to Drew Cowley. He's ahead 3-0.
And a Pavlovlian reaction right there from Beckel. Angry at himself as he misses 3 consecutive pitches.
Cowley does have 6 walks on the season. A couple of those being of the intentional variety against the OC Riptide. That's how much respect they have for Mr. Saint, as you said. And he'll reach base here. First and second for Kyson Donahue.
Shortstop number 11, Kyson Donahue.
Anthony, for more on that, remember in the game against the OC Riptide, here in the CCL we have the extra innings rule that's consistent with the Major League extra innings rule, which is that in the 10th, 11th, and so on, you start with a runner on second base, and the OC Riptide would just put Cowley on first base. They didn't even want to see him. So here's Kyson Donahue. Donahue's average has been hovering around 300 all season. Comes into the ball game at 296. He rips that through the right side for a base hit. They're going to send Rogers. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Rogers is safe. So an RBI single for Kyson Donahue, Anthony, to tie this ball game up at 2.
Well, that battered ankle looked okay for Rogers as he was rounding third. Heck of an effort right there from the Wichita State Shocker. And a heck of a hit from Kyson Donahue. That ball was whacked, smoked out there over to right field.
So Donahue's 18th run batted in of the season is a pivotal one, tying this ball game at 2.
There's still nobody out. Oh, there's 2 outs. My bad.
2-out rally here for the Saints. Marlowe takes high. Donahue holds at first base. To recap the inning, Jack Walker flew out to left. Cooper Harris struck out looking, so 2 outs, nobody on. And then the top of the order just exploding. Rogers with a single to left. That was followed by a Cowley walk and then a Donahue single to tie this score. That's where we stand right now. First and third, 2 outs. The pitch to Matt Marlowe. Beautiful off-speed pitch is in there for a called strike.
Burkell having a little bit of trouble locating that fastball. Missing up, that means an early release for Burkell, and when you really can't find your fastball, maybe the breaking ball, tossing that one in, seeing strike one, that resets you.
So Beckel dealing to Matt Marlowe. Donahue fakes the steal. That is chopped slowly to the left side, fielded by the third baseman, Kevin Bazell. Fires over to Gavin Cash to complete the out, 5-3. So we will head to the bottom of the third inning, 2-2 score here at Pershing Park, here on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Heart of the Foresters lineup facing Coaldale for the second time here. They'll have 3-4-5 due up. It starts with Kevin Bazell, Anthony, who I've been very impressed with, walked in his first at bat.
Great plate coverage with the bat. Great eye over there in the right-hander's batter's box, and light tower power.
Bazell ahead, 1 ball and no strikes. Saints outfield straight away, same with the infield. Little deep. Bazell rolls that one foul. On deck is Gavin Cash, who singled in his first at bat. And Anthony, after a very rocky start, Coaldale has settled in.
I told you that double play to Matt Marlowe really helped him settle in just to see the ball get an out.
Anthony, at that point, the Foresters had 2 runs in, the bases loaded, and nobody out, and that double play shifted the momentum of the ball game. That was Matt Marlowe to Cooper Harris to Jacob Sanchez. Third to catcher to first baseman. And as you said, completely shifted the momentum of the ball game. The Foresters had 2 runs in. They were looking to add more with the heart of the order up. Coaldale was able to navigate out of trouble as he's done so many times this year. Here's the pitch from the right-hander. Beautiful sliders in there for a called strike. So count is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes on the always dangerous Kevin Bazell. Dale misses, so leadoff man is on for the Stirs as Bazell draws the walk. Here is Gavin Cash. So Dale with 2 walks in the ball game, 3, 2 of them coming to Bazell, the other to Rombach. The Foresters have 4 singles. So they've been on base 7 times early in this ball game. No extra base hits for the Stirs. Dale fires, and that is ripped to center field. Going back is Blessinger. Looking up, see ya. A home run for Gavin Cash, the 4-hitter for the Stirs, hitting a mammoth home run to center field. And Anthony, just like that, it's 4-2.
Make that 3 consecutive games for Gavin Cash, where he hit a round tripper. This one, no doubt shot to center field, where it was 390. Probably hit that one close to 400 feet against Coaldale. That ball was absolutely shredded out there. And for Gavin Cash, that's home run number 7 so far, leader in the CCL.
So the leadoff walk also comes back to bite Dale. Here's Rombach, the catcher, who also walked his first plate appearance. So Anthony, we talk about the dimensions of this ballpark, and both teams taking full advantage of that. That is grounded to short. Kyson Donahue fields, fires to first for the first out of this bottom of the 3rd inning.
Sponsored by Finney's Craft House. Please welcome designated hitter, number 44, Tanner Otremba.
So here's Tanner Otremba. In his first at bat, he grounded into that double play that we mentioned. He bats 6th for the Foresters. Dale misses with the slider. 1 ball and no strikes. As the sun begins to set here in Santa Barbara, California, Pershing Park. Targets in from Cooper Harris. Dale misses again. He's behind 2-0. This is catcher Cooper Harris provides words of encouragement from behind the dish. Targets inside. It's a ripped foul by Otremba.
And Otremba, not a hitter you want to be behind in the count, and fastball count, Dale really has to focus on locating.
And that looked like it nailed Otremba in the hands. We hope he's okay. Anthony, almost looked like it hit one of his fingers, which is so dangerous. And he was vexed following that hit by pitch, throwing his bat to the ground. So 1 out, 1 man on, already 2 in the inning for the Foresters. Here's Hunter Ensley, originally from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's hitting .339 on the season and 55 at bats, Anthony.
These Sturs don't stop hitting.
They don't.
Very talented group.
Talented, and also they have a lot of depth.
There's a reason they have a lot of banners out in the outfield saying the word champions. Starts with the culture you build in Santa Barbara, and it continues with these players in 2022.
1 man on, 1 man out. As Otremba was just hit by the pitch. Coaldale looking for an inning-ending double play ball facing Ensley. Runner is off. The throw from Coop is late as Cowley applied the tag. So runner in scoring position with 1 out. Stolen base for Otremba, and that hand looks like it's all right as he used that hand to swipe second base. So Ensley grounded out to Kyson Donahue at shortstop in his first at bat. Dale misses. Excellent block by Cooper Harris behind the dish. Anthony, for me, a great pitcher isn't marked by his ability when his stuff is on. It's marked by his ability when he doesn't have his best command or his excellent stuff. And right now, Coaldale clearly does not have his best stuff, but he's still battling out there, still finding a way to get some outs.
And that's the mark of a true pitcher.
Dale fires in strike there, and Anthony, Coach Aaron Milam talks about dealing with adversity all the time. That's a core pillar of his coaching philosophy, is how players respond with adversity, whether that be in-game adversity or a slump that can be extended a week or even a month long. Another strike. For Coach Milam, it's about how his players respond to the difficult times. Saints in the midst of some troubling times, losers of 2 in a row. Facing a very tough Foresters team here in Santa Barbara. But they're certainly battling. So that one skips away from Cooper Harris. A walk. And Otremba scampers over to third base. You hear the coaches in the dugout say 1 pitch away, referring to a double play ball that could end this inning for Coaldale.
And he needs just 1 big pitch here to force a ground ball. He already got 1 massive double play back in the first. Once again, Santa Barbara threatening, having a chance to really put its stamp on this game already in this 3rd inning. And I like the fact that Cooper Harris is going out to talk to Dale right now, just calming him down, being a leader back there behind the plate.
The Saints defense will look to roll 2. Looks like even the corners are back as you see Matt Marlowe behind the base at third. Jacob Sanchez, the first baseman, holds the runner on at first. First and third, 1 out. 4-2, Sturs lead.
And Aaron with a lefty up. Sanchez really has to make a concerted effort to really get off the base and cover as much ground as possible because there is a gaping hole on the right side.
We've seen the Foresters exploit that hole in this ball game. You think back to Rylan Charles and his single in the first inning in that 3-4 hole. And that is lined right at Matt Marlowe, who makes the play. They don't call it the hot corner for nothing, as the ball was lined right at number 16, Matt Marlowe, the Regis man, makes the play. There's 2 outs here.
And that ball was absolutely ripped. That was a reactionary play more so than a baseball play for Matt Marlowe. I like the presence of mind, though, to immediately look back to first base. Maybe the runner took a little bit too big of a lead. But great base running to get back and give the Sturs 1 more opportunity with runners on.
Ordono's 0 for 2 on the day. Here's Gianni Horvat, who singled in his first at bat. Anthony, if you recall, that was the Max Blessinger debated catch out there in center field.
The phantom catch.
The phantom catch. We thought he hung on to it. Second base umpire had other thoughts on what occurred. First and third, 2 outs.
Whew.
Big swing and a miss for the 9-hitter and second baseman for the Foresters. 1-1, so Dale with the opportunity to sneak out of trouble. First and third, 1 out. Remember, the Foresters have already scored 2 runs in the inning. That was on the home run. 2-run shot. 2 balls and 1 strike. So to recap the inning, Bazell walked and Cash hit a home run. It's followed by a ground out to short, then a hit by pitch, another walk, and a line out to third base. That's where we stand right now. Runners off with the pitch. Grounded foul towards the Foresters' dugout. So the runner will have to retreat. That's Hunter Ensley. Ensley was trying to stay at second base, and they always tell you you're supposed to peek at the hitter to see if they make contact, if they miss. That way, if it's a pop-up or line drive, you can head back to the base, Anthony.
But with 2 outs, you're just putting your head down and going to second.
That is ripped down the first base line. Will it stay fair? It will not. So a nice piece of hitting by Horvat, but it's foul.
I like the approach, going with the pitch and just poking it out to right field. The only thing is just a little bit late on it.
So big pitch here for Coaldale. 2 runners on, 2 outs, and a 2-2 count on the 9-hitter. Dale working from the stretch. Runners off with the pitch. That is grounded slowly to third. Marlowe fields. Fires across the diamond in time. So a couple nice plays by Matt Marlowe to end the 3rd inning. We'll head to the top of the 4th. The Stirs lead the Saints 4-2 on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Top of this fourth inning about to get set. Jacob Sanchez will lead off the inning for the Saints.
Stay tuned. We'll have a hula hoop contest coming up later on. Stir it up.
Saints trailing by 2 here. Same arm on the mound for the Stirs. Beckel in for another inning of work. Some action in the Stirs bullpen and the Saints bullpen. We'll keep you updated on that.
So while Beckel continues to warm up, we just wanted to remind you that we watched the 2022 CCL Showcase game presented by ABDG. It's on Wednesday, July 20th at 7 p.m. on Bally Sports TV. CCL's top players will showcase their talents at the MLB Academy over in Compton, California. Pre-game workouts begin at 2:30 p.m. and tickets will be available at the gate. Keep up with the action on social media using the hashtag CCLBaseball.
Sanchez will lead off the inning. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. Was fooled by some nasty Beckel breaking balls, and Sanchez takes another big rip at a breaking ball, comes up empty. No balls and 1 strike.
And once again, I like the idea from Beckel. First pitch breaking ball, Sanchez swung and missed it for a strikeout back in the second inning. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Another breaking ball. That one is above the zone. 1 ball and 1 strike with Max Blessinger awaiting his turn on deck. Beckel pauses in his delivery. Now he fires. Fastball overpowers Sanchez, 1-2.
And a Pavlovian reaction right there from Sanchez. Angry at himself. Just missed that fastball.
Sanchez hitting exactly .250 on the season. And now he'll be below that as he strikes out for the second time today. So another K for Beckel for the first out of this 4th inning.
Just a filthy changeup right there from Beckel. Nothing that Sanchez can do other than once again poke the bat out. If you're not looking at that, if you're not looking for a breaking ball, it's very tough to adjust to.
Here's Bless, who struck out looking, a rare strikeout looking for Max Blessinger. He takes ball 1. Anthony, excellent sequencing from Beckel. Had a great sequence against Blessinger in his first at-bat, throwing 2 sliders in the dirt, and then the 3rd strike was a pitch that Bless didn't even swing at as he swings and misses here.
And he's continued to give him the breaking balls right here. Struck out on 3 pitches in his first at-bat, back in the second. 2 breaking balls in the dirt, and a perfect one that froze him right down the middle.
A perfectly placed breaking ball that started on the inner half. Blessinger actually turned thinking it was going to hit him, and it ended up right down the middle, as you said. Bless lays a bunt down, fielded by Beckel, and he throws in time. So, nice idea from Bless, just not well executed. Was too close to the pitcher's mound. Beckel was able to scoop it up and record the out. So, Saints looking for a 2-out rally here, and here comes Jeff Bowser. Bowser popped out to short his first plate appearance. Bowser's been one of the most underrated players on the Saints team, DHing today. He's ahead in the count. 1 ball and no strikes. Played JUCO ball at Folsom Lake Community College near Sacramento. He was a two-way guy there, and his coach told him that he didn't really have a future as a hitter, so he PO'd, and he really struggled as a pitcher. So then he gave up pitching altogether and committed to hitting, and he had great success. Now he attends the University of Nevada. He'll be an outfielder for Nevada this next season. Right now he's ahead in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike.
And Coach Milam always talks about overcoming adversity. There was a point in time where Jeff Bowser says he did not know if he was ever going to play college baseball again.
As he takes a strike, count evens at 2-2. And Anthony, what a journey going from being a two-way guy to just a pitcher to just a hitter. So many twists and turns in the game of baseball, and for these players, Bowser's handled it so well. He's got excellent mental fortitude. 2-2. Cut on and miss. So Jeff Bowser goes down, swinging an excellent inning for Beckel. We will head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Saints trail the Sturs 4-2 here at Pershing Park. Bottom of the 4th inning, Sturs will come to bat. New arm on the bump for the Arroyo Seco Saints. Cole Dale's day is done, and Anthony, it's the left-hander Trayson Vogt.
And Trayson Vogt getting a little bit of time as a reliever, making his 3rd consecutive appearance out of the pen so far. And 5 innings pitched out of there. He's only given up 2 earned runs, and hitters have only hit below 300 against him. 9-day difference from when he's a starter. When he's a starter, hitters hit 351 against him. So it looks like the reliever role's suiting Trayson Vogt well. Thing for him, continue to throw strikes and get these hitters out.
Top of the Foresters lineup due up as Miguel Santos takes outside. So Santos 1 for 2 on the ball game, single to lead off the game, and flew out to center in his last at bat. Now he'll have to deal with the lefty, and he rips that into left field for a leadoff hit. Walker boots it in left field, allowing Santos to advance to second base. So a single and an error to start the inning, and some sloppy play by the Saints as Walker throws it away.
That ball had some sauce on it. It was hooking from right to left. That tells you that ball was absolutely crushed down the left field line. And for Jackson Walker, a little bit of a jog towards the ball and couldn't quite get to it. A little bit of a caught up in between hop right there for Walker. Allowed Santos to take that extra base.
So Rylan Charles, the left-hander, will bat. Trayson Vogt with the advantage here, facing the two-hitter for the Stirs, left-on-left matchup. Miguel Santos, the leadoff man for the Foresters. I've been very impressed with him. On base a couple times today with 2 singles. And the bunt is laid down. Vogt fields, fires to first in time. So a sacrifice for Charles, moving his buddy Santos over to third base. And Anthony, runner on third and 1 out for the always dangerous Kevin Bazell.
Yep, I like it. Stirs manufacturing some runs here, getting a runner 90 feet away with a couple powerful hitters coming up. First up with Bazell.
Bazell on base twice today with 2 walks. Technically has not registered an at-bat in this ball game. That is an excellent job by Cooper Harris keeping that baseball in front of him, 1-0.
So good that Harris couldn't find it after he blocked it. Ball went up the third base line.
And Anthony, so many amazing stats for Kevin Bazell in CCL action this year. To me, the most fascinating one, only 8 strikeouts to 18 walks. So more than double the walks to strikeouts for Bazell. Oh, and by the way, he's hitting 420.
Just a complete hitter. Surely we'll see him in Compton for the CCL All-Star game.
If he's not getting in, who is? He's ahead 2 balls and 1 strike on Trayson Vogt.
And that breaking ball is going to be the key for Trey all afternoon long. Struck out the side using that breaking ball Sunday against the Oaks. If he can mix that in and with some good pinpoint fastballs, should be a good day for him.
That's low, 3-1. Nice stop there by Coop behind the plate. Saints defense just about straight away. Looks like the corners are back, almost conceding that run. Trailing 4-2. Beautiful breaking ball. It's placed in the zone. Count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Gavin Cash, who homered in his last at bat.
This will tell you how confident Trey is in his breaking ball if he tosses it here.
Grounded sharply down the left field line. We'll do it again. Anthony, this is a huge batter. Bazell is a great hitter, but I would argue Cash is even better. Certainly has more power. He awaits on deck. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And an excellent at bat for Kevin Bazell, who has walked 3 times today.
And that shows you the respect this Arroyo Seco pitching staff has for Bazell. Trayson Vogt doubling up with the full count breaking ball. And that not only shows how confident he is in it, but that shows you how good of a hitter Bazell is. Don't want to lay a fastball in there in a full count.
Gavin Cash, originally from Sour Lake, Texas. He's got 28 hits on the year, good for a .341 batting average. He's got 2 in this ball game, and he takes a called strike 1. So first and third for the Stirs, 1 man out. Stirs already lead by a score of 4-2 here at Pershing Park. Vogt looks in, set at the belt. Lefty fires. That is hit in the air to left field. Ranging over is Walker. He makes the play. Tagging is the runner. He will score. So a productive out for Gavin Cash. A sac fly to left. And the Stirs lead the Saints 5-2.
Boy, that sun is brutal right now, partner. Has a little bit of a hard time tracking that fly ball in the left field for Walker. Wasn't too big of an issue with him, with his back towards the sun. But for Matt Marlowe, trying to get that cutoff, had the sun to deal with. Excellent job putting the glove up, shielding himself, and at least getting a chance to throw the runner home. It was too deep enough.
So Gavin Cash with his 23rd run batted in of the season. There's 2 away for Rombach, who's 0 for 1 with a walk. He takes ball 1. Again, we're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Stars lead the Saints 5-2. Again, stay tuned for the interview with Dom Dorado in the bottom of the 6th. That's high. So 2 outs in the inning. The runner, Bazell, leads off of first base. Cooper Harris sets up inside. That misses way inside on Rombach, the catcher for the Foresters. Excellent pitch there by Trayson. Catches the inside corner.
And I like that pitch. Keep it low in the zone. Something that Rombach really has to dip down in the stance to get to. Question is, can Trey throw 2 more fastballs in the bottom part of that zone?
And another strike is called, and Rombach was headed to first base. He'll have to hustle back and pick up his bat.
And if the home plate umpire is giving you that low corner, you still have to continue to pound that against the 6'4" Rombach.
Rombach thought that was low for ball 4. Home plate umpire had other plans. So Sanchez will go behind the runner now in a 3-2 count. Bazell will be off with the pitch. There he goes. Pitch is high, so he draws the walk. First and second, 2 outs for Tanner Otremba.
And you hear a lot of the time the fact that good hitters offer protection to even better hitters deep in the order. Well, that's what's going to happen here with Otremba. It really is pick or poison with this whole Foresters lineup when they're at full strength.
Anthony, 6 walks for the Foresters in this ballgame. They also have a hit by pitch. So that's in the dirt.
Go 1.
And Harris fires to second base. They have the runner hung up. That's Bazell. Donahue flips to Vogt, who makes the tag. And that'll end the inning. Looked like he tagged him below the belt. So that ends the 4th inning. We're heading to the 5th. The Saints trail the Stars by a score of 5-2 on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Top of the 5th inning. Beckel in for his 5th inning of work. He's got a 5-2 lead as Jack Walker heads to the plate. Walker flew out to left in his first at bat.
Have the hula hoop contest after the bottom of the 5th inning.
Saints will have 8-9-1, Walker, Cooper Harris, and Jordan Rogers to bat for Arroyo Seco.
And with Walker, big hole in between second and third. That's his game. Left field to center field. Said he tries to stay up the middle. Back when we interviewed him in Central California.
Takes a high strike at the top of the zone.
Boy, for left-handed hitters, though, I'm sure that sun is playing a major factor.
Certainly. Glasses are the play today, especially at the plate. Targets away. Pitch runs in, but he gets the swing and miss from Jack Walker. And Beckel is ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Walker rips that into center field.
Get down.
Slicing away from the fielders. It gets down and rolls to the wall. A stand-up double for Jackson Walker into left center field. Great start to the inning for the Saints.
Fantastic piece of hitting right there from Jackson Walker. I told you, he plays that left field, center field gap so nicely. Lining that one into left center for a double. And boy, that is huge, especially making up for that error in left field.
You called it, partner. That sliced away from the center fielder, Rylan Charles. Hit near that 380 sign. So the first extra base hit of the ballgame for the Saints besides the leadoff home run for Jordan Rogers. Saints are looking to come back in this ballgame, trailing 5-2. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's Cooper Harris, who struck out looking in his first time at bat. And here he squares the bunt, pulls it back. And that pitch gets by the catcher, Rombach. So a wild pitch by Beckel, and the Saints have a runner on third with nobody out.
I was going to say, all Cooper Harris had to do was bounce it over to the right side. Bare minimum, you got to advance the runner. Well, now with that wild pitch, the situation changes, especially with Santa Barbara. Their infielders playing back. For Coop, got to put the ball in play towards the middle, and you have yourself an RBI in a 5-3 ballgame.
Santa Barbara willing to concede that run, leading by 3 in this 5th inning. Still plenty of game left. Huge opportunity for Coop. Runner on third, nobody out. And they throw behind Walker, and a great stop by Kevin Bazell. Rombach threw that in the dirt, and Bazell was able to keep that baseball in front of him using the backhand.
That was a heroic pick right there over at third base.
It
Always
was.
dangerous to try and backpick the runner. Walker was going to be safe.
And Anthony, in this inning, Rombach, the catcher for the Foresters, not doing his pitcher any favors. Cooper Harris takes a big hack and nubs that one foul. Looks like he ripped the cover off that baseball, Anthony.
Did he? It looked like he did.
As Jordan Rogers throws that into the Foresters dugout. That's an expression in baseball all the time. It hit the cover off the ball, and Cooper Harris did that.
He'll tell his kids that was a home run, not a number foul. Trust me.
And we see Jordan Rogers smiling to us. Can't wait to get that story after the ball game. Here's the pitch to Coop.
Whew.
That's outside.
That was a close take with 2 strikes, but you have to trust Cooper Harris at the plate. Team leader in walks.
Harris with outstanding discipline, as you alluded to, partner. He's ahead in the count. Excuse me, counts full 3-2. And Harris goes down swinging. Swung it. Ball 4. Correction, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And for Coop, full count here. Got to shorten up and just put that ball in play. Just try and be a contact hitter.
A huge pitch in this ball game. Again, Saints trailing 5-2. Runner on third. None out, and Harris calls time, resets the batting gloves, fixes the uni, digs in that right-handed batter's box. Again, Santa Barbara with the infield back conceding that run, Anthony. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Cooper. Cuts on and misses. Beautiful off-speed pitch. Gets the strikeout. Harris is frustrated at himself.
That breaking ball is nasty. from Beckel.
Top of the order, the right fielder number 3, Jordan Rogers.
And now same situation here for Rogers with that infield back and only one out. Now you really have to bear down and put that ball in play up the middle. Be quick to the baseball. Don't get too big of a loopy swing. And if you're early on the breaking ball, just stay on it, flip the bat out there.
Rogers has had a great deal of success today. He's 2 for 2 with a home run and a single. Both of those hits line drives. First pitch, breaking ball. He swings through it. Nothing in one.
Looking fastball. Rogers angry at himself. Beckel doing a fantastic job of keeping these Saints hitters off balance. A lot of head shaking after swings.
Drew Cowley awaits on deck. Now the corners for the Sturs come in. With one out. Rogers checked his swing, a cold strike. And the leadoff man for the Saints finds himself in a 0-2 hole. So again, runner on third, nobody out. To start the inning, Harris strikes out. Now Rogers is down 0-2.
And if you're Beckel, you're going to toss a breaking ball. Make sure it's in the dirt. For Rogers, you have to know that. See it out of the hand, detect that spin, and spit on it.
Rogers takes low.
Did just that.
You called it, partner. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Anthony, if you're Beckel here, do you go back to that same pitch or do you go with a fastball?
Probably fastball right here. Showed his ability to lay off a relatively good breaking ball. Fastball up and in, something that Rogers is going to have a hard time getting to and sending it up the middle for a run, especially with the corners in.
Here's the 1-2 pitch. And he goes with the breaking ball. It's looped into right field. The catch is made. Here comes Walker. There's going to be a play at the plate, and Walker just slides in. So a great throw by Ordono out there in right field, but a sacrifice fly for Jordan Rogers. He does the job, and it's now a 5-3 ball game.
Boy, does it pay to be fast, partner. I wish I was as fast as Jackson Walker coming up that third base line. With an average runner, he'd be gunned down easily. With Jackson Walker showing off the wheels.
Here's Drew Cowley to bat with 2 outs and nobody on. Foresters will have a chat on the mound.
And partner, even though it was a little clunky getting that run in, a run is a run. It's now a 5-3 ball game. Yeah, the top of the order continuing to try and put together a 2-out rally. And this is the 3rd time through the order, so let's see if the Saints can pick up what they've seen on these first 2 at-bats.
And Anthony, I want to highlight that Jackson Walker double to left center, his first extra base hit of this CCL season. It came at a huge time. As that'll do it for Beckel. Folks, we're going to take a little break. Pitching change for the Foresters. 2 outs and nobody on in this top of the 5th inning. New arm on the mound for the Foresters, and Anthony, He's come across some tough times here recently. This is Luke Harrison, the left-hander for the Sturs.
Well, tough times is an understatement. 6 runs given up in his past 2 2/3 innings and 3 appearances. And he definitely has his work cut out for him. You got to face Drew Kelly and Kyson Donahue. Should Kelly get on the meat of this Arroyo Seco order? The good thing for Harrison is he has that platoon advantage. Lefty on lefty.
Harrison fires in a changeup on the first pitch. That misses low, 1-0. Anthony, the sun directly in our eyes here, making it very tough for us to see. Cowley rips that in the air to right field.
Stay fair.
And it's just foul.
Looks like the baseball gods evening it out. Santa Barbara ripped a shot down the right field line. That was just foul. Cowley doing the same.
Baseball gods tend to do that. With Donahue waiting on deck. There's the pitch to Cowley. Perfectly placed pitch on the outer half. 1-2 on the Oregon Duck. Mr. Saint, as they call Drew Cowley. This is his 4th year with Arroyo Seco, playing for head coach Aaron Milam, and this time he pops it up. And the shortstop, Miguel Santos, puts it away. We're going to take a break. When we come back, bottom of the 5th inning, the Saints tack on 1, but they still trail 5-3.
Game presented by ABDG Wednesday, July 20th at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Bally Sports TV. The CCL's top players will showcase their talents at the MLB Academy in Compton, California. Pre-game workouts begin at 2:30. For more information, visit calsummerball.com.
Trayson Vogt in for another inning of work. Beautiful location on the breaking ball. Again, we're in the bottom of the 5th inning. Saints trail the Sturs 5-3. Vogt misses with the fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. That is popped into right field. And it'll head out of play. 1-2 now. So here's Tanner Otremba, the DH for the Foresters. 1 for 2, grounded into a double play and was hit by a pitch. Count now runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Otremba.
And Trayson Vogt threw a breaking ball once already on a full count. Might double up on it right here.
6, 7, 8 for the Sturs in this bottom of the 5th. So that's fouled away.
And I'm really liking the fastball curveball combo for Trayson Vogt. Even though it's only 2 pitches, that fastball really looks 5-10 miles faster with this ability to locate it.
That is popped up again down the right field line. And Sanchez will have room. He makes the play for the first out of this bottom of the 5th inning. So Tremba goes down. Here's Hunter Ensley, who's 0 for 1 on the day. Grounded out to short and then walked. Both of those at-bats were against Cole Dale. He faces Trayson Vogt for the first time. Dale
Like it.
fires in, strike. Dale attacking that zone with both fastballs and breaking balls.
He's attacking low in the zone, something that these Forester hitters haven't been able to get to quite yet.
Vogt working from the windup, and that is lined out to right field. Going back is Rogers. It's over his head. One hops the wall. He fires it in, but a stand-up double for Hunter Ensley.
And that time the pitch just creeped a little bit up towards the belt. And with this Forester's batting order, you leave it up, they're going to send that one a long way.
Second extra base hit of the game for the Sturs. Gavin Cash hit that home run to make it a 4-2 game. So a great piece of hitting by Ensley, going the other way on a line, stroking a double to right field. So here's Ordono, right fielder for the Foresters. Flew out to second base and then lined out to third. Hit a bullet right at Matt Marlowe, who was able to make the play. That was with first and third and 1 out. Here he takes called strike. Runner in scoring position, 1 out for the Foresters.
And one mean breaking ball. Curveball right there from Trayson Vogt. You're going to get the lefty out in front. If you're Jordan Rogers in right field, got to be ready. Same goes to the right side of the infield. Cowley and Sanchez.
Another perfectly placed fastball is in for a strike. So Vogt dealing to Ordono.
Woohoo!
Painted on the outer half for strike 3. There's 2 away, so excellent pitching sequence for Trayson Vogt.
I told you that breaking ball makes that fastball look 5-10 miles an hour faster. It also gets you on your heels as a hitter. Perfectly placed on the outside corner. Trayson Vogt dicing up these Forester hitters left and right. Remember, he struck out the side against the Conejo Oaks on Sunday, so Trayson really growing into his newfound reliever role.
Anthony, you won't believe this. The first strikeout of the game for the Saints pitching staff in this bottom
That's a
of the 5th inning.
surprise to me.
Here's the 9-hitter, Gianni Horvat. Again, bottom of the 6th inning, we have an interview with Dom Dorado. Stay tuned for that. Right now, it's Trayson Vogt missing low to Gianni Horvat, who's 1 for 2 on the day, singled, and also grounded out to third base. Hit a slow chopper to Matt Marlowe in his last at-bat.
I like the idea with a bunt attempt from Horvat, third baseman and first baseman playing back.
Perfectly placed on the hook. 2 balls and 1 strike. So this out is so critical as on deck, Anthony, the top of the Foresters lineup, Miguel Santos, who's 2 for 3. That is chopped foul. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As the sun is setting at Pershing Park, and it's a very tough angle for us as we're directly in the sunlight, staring into the sun. Glasses were a must today, Anthony.
Where are yours? Oh, there you are.
finally put them on after resisting it for a couple innings. Horvat fouls it away, and we'll do it again. Solid crowd here at Pershing Park. $7 tickets. Come see the Foresters and the Saints. Another foul ball, so excellent at bat from Horvat, just fouling everything that Vogt throws at him.
Great bat control. With Vogt, you only got to worry about those 2 pitches, so for a slap contact hitter like Horvat, something he can really get to.
So we see the kids here at Pershing Park run around to chase the baseball. Foul ball that went beyond the tree down the right field line. That one's fouled straight back, so a battle here, left, right, Vogt versus Horvat.
And if I'm Coop, I might want to try elevating a fastball right here. He's timing it quite well, low in the zone. I know if you're Trace and you like attacking that bottom part of the zone, the hollow of the knee, might try and beat Horvat up right here. That's probably your best chance.
And you can waste a pitch, 2-2. Anthony, he tries for the bottom of the zone and misses. Cooper Harris tried to backpick the runner at second base. Nice catch by Drew Cowley on the high throw. So 3 balls and 2 strikes on Horvat, who's displaying outstanding discipline. Wonder what Cooper Harris calls here, 3-2. Vogt set above the belt, looks at the runner at second. Now he fires. That is whacked to deep center field. It's over the head of Max Blessinger. It'll roll to the wall. Horvat's on his horse. He's going to try for third as the run comes in, and he will make it, sliding into third base and firing up his dugout. RBI triple for the 9-hitter.
Once again, pitch left belt high, taking a deep left center field, and for Max Blessinger, maybe not the most efficient route out there in center field. Instead of diagonally running back, ran right to the ball and it went right over his head.
Number 3, Miguel Santos.
Here is Miguel Santos. He's got a couple hits to his name in today's ball game. He's first pitch swinging a little bit early on that one as he rifles it foul down the left field line.
Almost had another hit if he was just a tad bit late. Tad is an understatement.
Here's the pitch. That's high. 1 ball and 1 strike. So the Foresters with 2 extra base hits on the inning. The 1-out double by Ensley and the 2-out triple by Horvat. 2 balls, 1 strike on the leadoff man.
Woo!
Cut on and miss. Beautiful pitch by Trayson.
So it's Santos showing his inability to stay on that breaking ball. I'll toss one more right here. Make sure it's in the dirt, though. Violent swinger.
That is ripped into center field for a base hit. Les cuts it off. Another run scores for the Foresters, who now lead 7-3.
And with 2 strikes, you really have to make sure that curveball's down and in the dirt, preferably. That time it was belt high, whacked into right center field, and the Stars have a couple runs back rather, with Goose coming out to check on him.
So 3 hits on the ball game for Miguel Santos. All of them being singles. As Coach Goose goes out to check on his pitcher, as Anthony mentioned. We're going to take a break right now. 7-3 in favor of the Foresters in the bottom of the 5th. Rylan Charles, the 2-hitter, comes to bat for the Stars. Bottom of the 5th inning.
Ooh.
And he goes around. He's behind 0-1 So an explosion of offense for the Foresters, Anthony, in this inning. 3 hits. And Anthony, as a team, the Foresters have batted for the cycle. A lot of singles, and then the double by Ensley, the triple by Horvat, and then the home run earlier in the ball game by Cash. And that is ripped to right field on a line, and that's down for a base hit. Rogers fires it in. There's going to be a play at third, and the runner is safe. So Santos goes first to third on the single by Charles. So the Foresters keep the line moving for Charles, his second base hit of the game. Also has a sac bunt. And here comes the incredible Kevin Bazell, who has reached base 3 times via the walk. And Anthony, those weren't easy walks. A lot of times fouling off pitches, taking tough pitches.
Well, it complements his plate discipline, but also shows you how much respect these Saints have. 1 through 9, Santa Barbara, the best hitting team in the CCL statistically.
And he chops that one to second base. Drew
Oh,
Cowley
no.
fields it. It takes a weird hop, but he still makes the play. That'll do it. So finally, the 5th inning comes to an end. The Arroyo Seco Saints trail by a score of 7-3. 6th inning about to get underway here in Santa Barbara. Kyson Donahue digs in the 6th inning. Matt Marlowe awaiting his turn on deck. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Donahue behind 0-1. Targets away. Another called strike, so 2 consecutive excellent pitches. And here is the pitch from Harrison. Cut on and missed by Donahue. Throw to first is in time to complete the strikeout. So excellent pitching, Anthony, by Harrison, who in only 4 2/3 innings pitched this year has 7 Ks, does have an ERA of 11.56 coming into this outing, but certainly possesses strikeout stuff as he puts away Donahue.
That time getting a little froggy with it, going with the quick slide step. Caught Kyson Donahue off guard.
Here's Matt Marlowe. The Saints offense looking for some life here. Marlowe pops that one up. Foul.
Bring that foul ball back for a blender's card, please.
And it's 1 and 2 on Matt Marlowe. Marlowe at .216 on the season, does have a couple home runs. And a called strike 3, so 2 strikeouts to start the inning for Harrison.
He's just mowing down these Saints hitters left and right. Big shutdown inning for Santa Barbara after they got a couple runs in the bottom of the 5th.
Jacob Sanchez will bat with 2 away. Rough day for him to start. He's got a couple strikeouts, has played well in the field. He rips that one into shallow left field, and that'll dunk in for a base hit, so Sanchez is aboard. Good sign for the Saints first baseman as he singles with 2 outs. Here comes Max Blessinger.
And Aaron, would you rather be lucky or good?
Lucky if it gets results.
There you go. Got results right there. A little bit off the end of the bat for Jacob Sanchez, but it fell down in between the shortstop and the left fielder for a single. And for Max Blessinger here, really have to focus on seeing the baseball out of the hands. Maybe a new pitcher comes in, resets him. But a couple of un-Blessinger-like at-bats so far.
Struck out looking in his first at-bat and then tried to bunt unsuccessfully in his second. This time he rips one to third. And an excellent scoop at first base by Gavin Cash after the low throw by Kevin Bazell. So when we come back, we'll have an interview with Dom Dorado. Here at Pershing Park, the Saints trail the Sturs 7-3. Yeah. Just tell someone to grab him.
Might be in the bullpen.
Yeah.
Are you muted? Bottom of the 6th inning here in Santa Barbara, California, Pershing Park. Saints trail the Sturs by a score of 7-3, and we're joined by Dom Dorado. Dom, thanks so much for joining us.
No problem.
Before we get to the interview with Dom, new pitcher on the bump for the Saints, Anthony Carter Foss.
Well, Foss is trying to rebound after a un-Foss-like outing back against the Barons on July 9th. Gave up a couple earned runs, but that was a moot point because the Saints have already won that game 12-6.
So Foss deals and first pitch swinging, base hit for the Foresters. Excellent swing, leadoff single. And so, Dom, being from New York, how are you enjoying your time in California this summer with the Saints?
You can't beat it. The weather out here and just the Pasadena area, LA area, real nice place to be. Great place to come get your work in over the summer and just get better.
Certainly, you can't beat that California weather. And I want to know about your childhood. Growing up, how were you able to stay in baseball shape despite the challenges presented being in New York with the weather?
You got to try to find the few inside facilities, turf facilities, gyms. A lot of it's like inside at gyms. Playing on the hardwood is always tough. A lot of times you're going from the hardwood right to the field for your first game, and it's never easy. There's definitely a big adjustment period.
And how did you adjust to that? Being a pitcher, how did you keep your arm in shape during those cold winter months? I go to Syracuse, so it gets pretty cold out there.
Yeah, there's been times where I've had a long toss outside in the snow and just kind of create little alleyways, but you always make do, You never make an excuse, and you just kind of gotta go with the flow of things.
Certainly. So to start the inning, that was Gavin Cash, who singled. Now it's Nate Rombach, catcher, who takes low. Cooper Harris wants to check at first base. Cash did not, in fact, go around.
And Dom, this Santa Barbara lineup, is talented hitters 1 through 9. Is there a certain way you'd attack maybe a really good hit lineup that you can hang your hat on?
Well, I learned the mistake last time. Don't leave it too seem high, because you'll definitely pay for it. But they're good hitters, so if you make a mistake, they're definitely gonna capitalize on it. But I just try to split the plate, let the ball move. Let it do what it does, and then just keep it low. Keep it low, just pound it down, just try to get ground outs, and just have my team make the plays for me that they so do often.
So a walk for Rombach, and sticking with that theme, Dom, specifically that you're looking to improve on this summer with the Saints?
Yeah, just fine-tune my mechanics. I had a pretty big gap after my season before coming out here, so a lot of it's just kind of working out the kinks, getting the arm back, feeling good. And then just really for me this summer it was just limiting the walks. Just try to put the ball in play more and just kind of have the batters get themselves out.
And is there a certain pitch you're trying to tinker with, maybe a grip or a location?
Yeah, I'm always messing with my my slider. That's one of my pitches that I've really tried to develop since I've been out here. And then changeup, obviously, it's the best pitch in baseball, so always trying to capitalize on that and just get the most out of it.
So here's Tanner Otremba. First and second, none out. Carter Foss working from the stretch. Looks at second base, now he fires in. That's ripped through the 3-4 hole for a base hit. Cowley couldn't make the play on a dive. And a run comes in to score. Advancing to second base on the throw is Tanner Otremba. So he's on base for the second time today with that single. It's now 8-3 in favor of the Sturs.
And I like that throw by Rogers. Might have overthrown the cutoff man, but in a 7-3 ball game already, you really have to focus on cutting down as many runs as possible. If Otremba goes to second, so be it. But you really have to focus on getting outs and cutting out runners at the plate.
Dom, a tough game here for the Saints, but overall it's been a good season. What would you say makes this team and this coaching staff so special?
I mean, Milam's just a great coach. He just has the ability to bring guys out here and just make them want to play. And, he just creates a great environment for everyone to just get better, but just at a real chill and cool pace. And obviously, we've been working a lot with Goose, our pitching guy, and he's just been great. He just really he knows a lot. He's worked with a lot of big league guys.
Played in pro ball himself.
Yeah, played in pro ball himself. He's just a wealth of knowledge. So he's definitely a great guy to have with us, and we appreciate him being here.
So the infield drawn in for the Saints. Foss deals outside.
And is that one of the reasons why you're back with the Saints for a second year?
Yes, it is. I hit the portal. I wanted to change it up, find a new place to go, and Milam was gracious enough to help me out here and, just help me find a place to call home for one last year.
And Dom, how do you stay mentally in tune, being in that bullpen for so many innings, then all of a sudden you're called upon in a jam?
It's tough. You know, every guy has their thing to just stay locked in the game, but when you hear your number called, you get that rush of adrenaline and you're ready to go. You're ready to fire up and throw strikes.
Check swing, he did in fact go around, so a huge strikeout for Carter Foss. And Dom, thank you so much for joining us again. Last question from me, where can the fans find you on social media?
Add me on Twitter, Rudy Dorado.
Rudy Dorado, there you go.
Yeah.
Little Notre Dame action, Rudy.
Yeah, Rudy.
Well, appreciate you, Dom, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
A great interview with Dom Dorado. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 1 out, 2nd and 3rd. Infield still drawn in for the Saints. Carter Foss deals, and that's ripped to home. Runners coming to the plate, and he'll be nabbed. So great play by Matt Marlowe, who bobbled momentarily, still got the runner out at home. And there's 2 away, Anthony.
And Marlowe has made a couple of run-saving plays over at third base. A double play in that first inning limited the jam for Santa Barbara. And more importantly here, cutting down a run at home and keeping the Stars off the scoreboard just a little bit for right now.
So 8-3. Again, the Foresters lead. 2 outs in the inning. This is Gianni Horvat, the 9-hitter for the Foresters.
And Gianni ripped a run-scoring hit to right center field his last time up. Contact-oriented hitter. So if you get him with 2 strikes, like I said before, beat him with that fastball up.
Foss ahead, no balls and 1 strike. And Anthony Dorado, very well-spoken individual, knows a lot about the game. One of the better interviews of the year, as that somehow gets away from Cooper Harris, who flips late to Carter Foss. It's now 9-3. So the Foresters, Anthony, really pouring it on late in this ballgame.
Great piece of base run in there to give the Foresters their 9th run. Unfortunate for Foss, who was just 1 out away from escaping the jam, giving up only 1. Now he has to really bear down here as he's not out of the woods quite yet with the runner in scoring position and 2 outs.
Gianni Horvat looking for his 4th hit of the game. Excuse me, 3rd hit of the game. He's got 2 of them already as he taps out one to Marlowe. Marlowe throws on the run. That throw went up the baseline, but Sanchez is able to make the catch and record the out. So that'll do it. We will head to the top of the 7th inning. Saints trail the Stars by a score of 9-3 here on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Top of the 7th inning, Saints looking to ignite a rally here, trailing by a score of 9-3. Luke Harrison in for another inning of work for the Foresters. Jeffrey Bowser digs in. Saints will have 7-8-9 due up this inning. Bowser 0 for 2. He flew out to shortstop and struck out. Here's the pitch from Harrison. Catches at the top of the zone for a strike on Bowser. And Anthony, even in a blowout, still a lot that the coaching staff and the players can learn about their team.
That's right. And even though it's a blowout, you know, you can still get your hacks in, and of course that's why we're all here for Summer League, just trying to get some extra work in.
That's right, and the Saints are a couple hits from getting back into this ball game. It starts with base runners. Targets in on Bowser, who chops that one to short. And the first out of the 7th inning is recorded. That was Miguel Santos to Gavin Cash. 6-3 on the ground out. Here's Jack Walker. And Walker had an excellent at-bat his last time up. Came around to score after his double to left center. Jaywalk with a very wide stance in that left-handed batter's box. Simple approach, and he squares the bunt and misses. 0-1. Anthony, it's a tough matchup for a lefty facing Harrison. So Jack Walker looked to square the bunt, but couldn't get it down. 1-1 on Jackson Walker. Also, with how deep Kevin Bazell is playing, that would have been a free hit. Bazell is shaded over towards shortstop and way behind the bag. Walker's ahead, 2 balls and 1 strike. On deck awaits Cooper Harris, who's 0 for 2 with a couple strikeouts. Big swing and foul tip. 2-2.
Harrison just blew that fastball right past Walker.
Power versus power, Anthony. Harrison working from the windup. Lefty set above the belt.
Breaking ball.
Spinner is ripped down the left field line. It's a fair ball. It'll roll down that line. Walker digging for second, and he will make it. So doubles and consecutive at-bats for Jackson Walker, who, Anthony, didn't have an extra base hit coming into the ball game, and he's got 2 and 2 at-bats.
How about that? The Saints are already thin with the position players coming to this game, only 9 due to some injuries, and Jackson Walker really taking advantage of that in that 8 spot. Said it before, he uses that left field so well, launching that one in the left center field earlier, and this one a little late on the fastball, but still had enough bat left to sharply hit a line drive down the left field line for his second double.
Here's Cooper Harris after the 1-out double by Jackson Walker. Anthony Walker is making a case for himself to be in the lineup every day.
And this is a tough lineup to break. I mean, you have talented hitters 1 through 9, even on the bench as well. Coach Aaron Milam has his hands full, really mixing and matching, giving guys days off, and with Jackson Walker really taking advantage of the injuries. Really showing something to Coach Milam as the season goes on.
Harris is ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. So 12 hits for the Sturs, 5 for the Saints. Saints have also made an error. That was Jackson Walker in left field. The result is a 9-3 Santa Barbara lead. Still plenty of ball game left. As we talked about before, Anthony, as the count runs 3-0 on Cooper Harris, all the Saints need is a couple base runners to get this rally going.
They have the offensive firepower to put some runs together. They need base runners, though.
Sitting on deck is the dangerous Jordan Rogers as Harris takes a strike. Rogers with a home run, single, and then a sacrifice fly to right field. So perfect 2-for-2 stat line for Jordan Rogers. Wichita State Bros hitting back-to-back in the lineup today, 9 and 1 respectively for Harris and Walker. Coop rips that foul into the Foresters dugout.
Look out.
Look out. And Anthony, very minimal protection there in that dugout. If you remember back to some other fields we played at, such as the Conejo field at George Sparky Anderson, they have no protection. So the Foresters have a little bit, but not much. Here's the pitch to Coop. He cues that ball foul down the right field line. And Anthony, it looks like Cooper Harris's timing is a little bit off. He's either hooking balls or kind of flaring them out to right field.
That's right. Not seeing him off the bat. Not seeing him out of the hand quite well. But with the runner in scoring position, just got to put the ball in play here, especially with one out.
And the runner's off with the pitch, and he swipes third.
Ooh.
As Cooper Harris draws the base on balls. So here comes Jordan Rogers as Coop draws a walk. Nice at bat from him.
Nice base running from Jackson Walker. Surprise steal of third. Even got Rombach caught off guard as he was trying to toss over to third. Jackson Walker really showing this coaching staff something. A bunch of hitters out. Jaywalk at the bottom of the order running wild. Now it's Rogers' turn with a couple on.
First and third. One out. Top of the Saints order. Jordan Rogers. Saints trying to climb back into this ball game. First pitch is high. 1-0. Anthony, you have the right guys up in Rogers, Cowley, and Donahue. If the Saints can get something going here in this 7th inning. And that's low. So 2-0 on Rogers, and it looks like Harrison is being very careful with Jordan Rogers, who already has a home run in this ball game. He's hit the ball hard 3 times. Fastball clips the top of the zone for strike one. It could be a game-altering call. That's called differently. Would have been 3-0. That is tapped to second base. Get the out. Run comes in to score. Cooper Harris was running on the pitch, so he gets to second base safely. There's 2 away, and it's now 9-4 in favor of the Sturs.
Good thing that Cooper Harris was already advancing towards second base trying to steal it, because that was a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play should Harris not run. Instead, Harris runs. Jackson Walker can saunter home for the 4th run.
The ball skips away from Rombach momentarily, but not enough to get Cooper Harris to third base. Drew Cowley 0 for 2 with a walk. He hits that one a mile high in foul territory. And that is dropped by Kevin Bazell. A tough play that had some side spin on it. Nonetheless, Bazell is unable to come up with the baseball. So, a strike on Cowley. We apologize for technical difficulties. Score bug went out. We're working to get it back as quickly as possible. I'll keep you updated on the on-field action. That misses low. So Drew Cowley ahead of the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. There's 2 outs. The score is 9-4. The Foresters lead the Saints. Runner on second base. 2 outs in this top of the 7th inning. And that is ripped into center field, and that ball will short hop the wall. Cowley is digging for third.
Oh, he's there.
There's going to be a play at third, and he is safe. Drew Cowley just beats it out, so he takes advantage of the dropped foul ball by the Foresters. A triple for Cowley. And it's 9-5 in favor of the Sturs.
Well, I think it's time to take the sunglasses off because Drew Kelly ripped that one to center field. A little hard for me to see, but it was over the head of the center fielder. It was that far, almost 400 straight away center field, and Drew Kelly did not miss that fastball.
Great swing by Cowley, rifling that ball into dead center field. He had a headfirst dive into third base, got the uniform all dirty.
Yeah, that's right. It's same team, Ryan. It's open team. We saved it.
544-925.
So here comes Kyson Donahue to bat with 2 away, and Anthony, a mini rally here for the Saints in the 7th inning, putting up a couple runs, and they have a runner on third with 2 outs.
Never count out the Saints quite yet. They were trying to make the comeback yesterday against the Foresters. Here, only down 4 with a powerful hitter in Donahue. If you're Harrison, you got to be careful.
First pitch strike. Donahue struck out in his last at bat against Harrison. Harrison put him away on 3 pitches. Swings through that one, so clearly a tough matchup for Donahue, Anthony.
In between on that swing right there.
That almost nails Donahue. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the Saints started the inning with a Jeff Bowser ground out. Donahue cuts on and misses. They are able to put up 2 runs in the inning thanks to a Jack Walker double and Drew Cowley triple. Mixed in there was a walk by Cooper Harris. We will head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Saints put up 2. They still trail 9-5 on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Carter Foss in for his 2nd inning of work in the bottom of the 7th inning, looking to keep this at a 4-run deficit for the Saints. And Anthony, top of the order for the Foresters, and that's been a recipe for success for Santa Barbara. Miguel Santos has 3 singles on the day. He's 3 for 4.
And if you're Foss, you really have to make sure you can locate that fastball, or else you're not going to see it. If you get to the meat of this order with Santos, it's going to be peppered into the corners for likely a double with his speed.
Santos gets jammed on the first pitch, fouls it away to the right. Takes a huge hack and pops it foul. So bottom of the 7th inning, sun is set here in Santa Barbara, lights in full effect at Pershing Park. Anthony, some orange clouds in the distance, palm trees, beach in sight. It's a beautiful scene.
You're really tempting me to miss the bus and just stay out here.
I might do the same thing, partner. Cut on and missed. Carter Foss gets the strikeout. Huge first out.
I said be careful with the fastball. You got to be careful and aggressive, and he perfectly placed right there. Santos swinging and missing at the high cheese.
So here's Rylan Charles. Charles also has a couple hits on the day. I feel like I'm saying that about all the Foresters. 1 through 9, they've really swung the bats well. Targets away. That's grounded to short. Donahue fields. He shuffles, fires to first in time for the second out. So 2 quick outs for Carter Foss. And here comes Kevin Bazell.
Such a strong arm with Kyson Donahue playing in the 6th spot at short.
Please welcome third baseman number 4, Kevin Bazell.
Foss working from the stretch with no one on. Fires a beautiful off-speed pitch to get strike 1 against Bazell. That is chopped over the mound. Foss jumps to make the play. Underhand scoops to first base. And that'll do it for the Sturs in the bottom of the 7th. So 7 complete here in Santa Barbara. We will head to the 8th inning. The Saints trailing by 4 runs here, 9-5. They're looking to mount a comeback against the Foresters.
Against the OC Riptide.
Some defensive changes for the Santa Barbara Foresters. Strassener coming into the game, replacing Kevin Bazell. He'll play second base. And Giovanni Horvat moves from second base to third. So a little bit of defensive switch for Santa Barbara. Anthony, new arm on the mound for the Sturs.
That's right. In 2 innings pitched, last time he pitched was July 3rd. A couple frames for him, gave up 2 hits and struck out a couple. So he's just trying to get some work in a 9-5 ball game, and his job is simple: keep these Saints off the base paths because they can easily bring this tying run to the plate in the 8th or 9th inning.
It starts with Matt Marlowe for the Arroyo Seco Saints. It'll be 4, 5, 6. Marlowe, Sanchez, and Blessinger. So this is Alec Grossman on the bump for the Sturs, only listed at 5'9", 180 from the University of Texas at Austin, originally from Lakeway, Texas.
Leading off top of the 8th inning for the Saints, third baseman number 16, Matt Marlowe.
So Marlowe will dig in. We'll get this 8th inning underway. It's getting kind of chilly, Anthony.
That's right. Did you bring your sweater?
I didn't.
Oh, no.
Rookie mistake. Marlowe takes a big swing and fouls that one off.
Thing is with Grossman, he can bring it with that right arm. That fastball zipped right in there.
Get the radar guns out for Grossman. Again, 2.08 ERA on the year, and a whopping strikeout total, Anthony, and 4 1/3 innings, 7 Ks.
And the Foresters have a lot of those guys who can really bring it from the right side or the left. Great recruiting job by Santa Barbara to bring these guys in. They can throw heat, and they can throw off this Arroyo Seco timing quite easily.
Marlowe rips one over the head of the third baseman and down the left field line. He will cruise into second base. A leadoff double for the Saints. And some action in the top of the 8th inning.
It was an interesting pitch call on two fronts. You have Marlowe ahead, no balls and 2 strikes, and you lay a breaking ball right down the heart of the plate. The second front is the fact that he was already late on a couple of fastballs. I wouldn't have been shocked if they gave him a third up and inside just to try and tie him up. Instead, they gave him the breaking ball, and Matt Marlowe says, thank you very much. I'll just take this down the left field line. Thank you for the double.
So here is Jacob Sanchez. Breaking ball misses above the zone. So Sanchez, after a couple Ks to start the game, singled on that blooper to left field, Anthony, and he's looking to get on base and start a little rally for the Saints. Leadoff double by Matt Marlowe. Sanchez rips that down the left field line, foul. On deck is Max Blessinger. And assuming there are no outs recorded on the bases or double play balls, Jeff Bowser will come to bat for the Saints in this 8th inning. Grossman looks in, has a sign from his catcher, Rombach. Now he fires, and that's flared into left field, and it'll dunk in for a base hit. In comes Matt Marlowe. He'll score. Sanchez on his horse, and he will make it to second base with a slide. So Saints not phased by the velocity of Grossman. Couple doubles to start this inning off, and all of a sudden it's a 9-6 ball game.
Great job by the Saints battling back, and Matt Marlowe and Jacob Sanchez peppering that left field line as righties. And now the Saints are one hitter away from getting the tying runner to the plate. Should Bless get on here?
Blessinger squares the bunt, pulls it back. For Sanchez, his 10th RBI of the season.
And if you're Blessinger and you're going to bunt it, make sure it's up that third base line. A perfect bunt with his speed could easily have the Saints cornered with nobody out. This isn't just a sacrifice bunt attempt here from Blessinger.
Blessinger squares, pulls it back. 2 balls and no strikes. Anthony, do you keep the bunt on 2-0?
Well, I have the answer for you. Serge Placencia said hit away to Max Blessinger. He just said made that hit sign up the third base line, so Max Blessinger should be swinging here, head 2-0.
Favorable count on Bless, 2-0. He takes a huge rip and fouls it. Good swing there from Bless.
Just got under that one. If you're Max Blessinger, you're feeling very good at the plate. You know what's coming, a likely fastball. For Grossman, we've seen just one breaking ball, a curveball that was left in the middle of the plate to Matt Marlowe. That's why he led off this inning with a double. If you're Blessinger and you can get on this fastball, you can get a base knock.
He squares the bunt and bunts it foul. So, Anthony, that must have been on his own accord, as you saw Coach at third base give him the green light to hit. So maybe Bless thought he could beat out a bunt single down that third base line. Nonetheless, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes.
If you're bold enough, the bunt is there with the third baseman playing behind the bag at third. First baseman also playing back. But with 2 strikes, it's really risky.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. That's high. Excellent take from Bless.
Another breaking ball left up from Grossman. This time Blessinger took it for a ball. Likely wouldn't double up on it here. Look fastball here for Bless. Worst case scenario and you're late on it, flip it into right field for an RBI.
Bless skies it behind home plate. It'll head out of play. We'll do it again. So nice battle by Max Blessinger. Dugout cheering him on. Jeff Bowser awaits his turn on deck. Saints looking for a comeback here. trailed by as many as 6 runs in this ball game. Now it's only 3 with a runner on second base and nobody out. Back-to-back doubles to start the inning, both to left field. Here's the pitch to Bless. And he works a walk. Great at bat by Max Blessinger. And here comes Jeff Bowser.
Despite being in the midst of a mini cold streak for Blessinger, he's still able to work that tough at bat when this team needed him to most. Now all of a sudden the tying run will come to the plate for the Saints.
Bowser 0 for 3 on the ball game. Popped out to short, struck out swinging, and grounded out to short. Bowser on the season, 286 average, 20 hits, and 67 at-bats. He has 6 RBIs and a huge RBI opportunity with 2 men on base and none out.
And the move here for Bowser against Grossman. Continue to look fastball. Grossman does the job for you with his breaking stuff. It's left in the middle of the plate quite often. You're going to have enough of a bat on it should you be early.
Sanchez leads off of second. Blessinger leads off of first. Bowser squares the bunt and fouls it off. So the Saints having trouble with the bunts.
A little bit of an interesting idea, down 3. Trying to bunt those runners to second and third, but with Bowser's speed, once again, just like Blessinger, he has the speed to beat out for a bunt hit.
First baseman way in. Starts crashing as he sees Bowser square. He pulls it back. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And the fact that he showed early shows this is a straight-up sacrifice bunt. Get the runners on second and third for Jackson Walker, who already has 2 doubles on the day. Saints got to continue to pass the baton.
Folks, you can see it on your screen. Gavin Cash is starting way in front of the bag on the infield grass, and he runs in when he sees Bowser squaring. And he gets it down, and the pitcher bobbles, throws to first, and he just nabs him at first base. Close play, but he's out. Bowser does his job. He gets both runners over, so first and second, no outs, turns into second and third, 1 out, and here comes the always dangerous and red-hot Jack Walker.
But with Jeff Bowser to allude to on that last pitch, the Foresters had to be absolutely 100% perfect to nab him at first. They almost missed it. Bowser was out by less than half a step.
Meeting for the Sturs on the mound. We're going to take a little break. We'll be right back. It is 9-6 in favor of the Sturs. However, the Saints have second and third and 1 man out.
Anyway, these are not mine. They're some
Top of the 8th inning, second and third. With one man out, Jackson Walker heads to the plate. Anthony, new arm on the mound for the Foresters.
Yep. Ian Churchill, one of the better relievers Santa Barbara has in their pen. The lefty has only given up runs in 2 of his 7 relief outings so far. He sports a perfect 2-0 record, and he's faced the Saints twice in 2 innings. Hasn't given up an earned run, and hitters are still hitting a respectable 256 against him. And this helps out Jackson Walker as well. Taking out the righty, bringing in the lefty. As actually this helps out Ian Churchill with Jackson Walker hitting from the left side.
Right. But Walker red hot regardless. 2 doubles in his last 2 plate appearances. Echoes of "Let's Go Jackson" in the Saints dugout. Foresters infield is back.
And Aaron, the Saints are going to have to hit their way to at least tying this game off of Churchill. In 10 innings, Ian only has just 1 free pass. It was his last game against the Crawdads on the 8th.
Walker takes that away. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Anthony, the outfield rather shallow for the Sturs. Lots of holes for Walker.
Center fielder Charles shaded towards the left. That's where Walker hit his first double.
Walker chops that foul. Anthony, it looked like it hit the bat twice. Once on the swing and once on the follow through. It's 1-2 on Jaywalk. Churchill working from the stretch. With runners on second and third. Sanchez leads off of second. Sanchez off of third. Blessinger off of second. On deck, Cooper Harris.
Ooh.
That is high, and Sanchez is breaking for the plate. And he will make it without a throw. Advancing to third is Blessinger. So Rombach continues to have trouble behind the plate. And it's 9-7, Anthony. Saints are coming back.
Heck of a read by Jacob Sanchez. And if the catcher Rombach would have gotten that one and flipped it to his pitcher quickly instead of bobbling it, might have had a play to get him. Instead, it's a 2-run ball game. Walker still the tying run at the plate ahead of the count.
Churchill looks in, has a sign from his catcher. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Infield still back for the Sturs. And that's high, 3-2. So the tying run is represented by Jackson Walker. His job is not to get the run in this situation. Saints certainly wouldn't complain if he got the run in, but his job is actually to get on base, to get the tying run on base.
His number 1 job is to get on base.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. Walker fouls it away, so a great battle by Jackson Walker. Just won't go away, facing a very tough left-hander in Churchill.
So far, he hasn't thrown this breaking ball quite yet. In a full count, are you daring enough and confident enough in that breaking stuff? Because Walker is geared up towards that fastball. You can blow it past him.
Walker's average has climbed about 40 points in this ball game. And he swings and misses. So excellent pitch, high fastball, puts Walker away, and here comes Cooper Harris with 2 outs. So Harris on the day, 0 for 2, does have a walk. Had a great at-bat last time, working the count and eventually drawing the base on balls. And Anthony, if Harris can somehow find a way on, that would bring up Jordan Rogers, the top of the Saints order, to the plate. Inside for ball 1. Big opportunity for Coop. Churchill fires. Count evens at 1-1, and Anthony, as you talked about, something's got to give. Cooper Harris on the season with 19 walks, and pitcher Churchill has only walked 1, so something's got to give.
He's got to get on base, likely with a hit here. Center fielder playing shallow in the Central California road trip, ripped a double over the center fielder's head.
He had a good hack at that fastball and fouled it straight back. 1-2 on Cooper Harris. Churchill looks for the sign, set above the belt. Lefty fires. Harris fouls it away. Harris stays alive. Another foul ball, and Anthony Harris does have a hit against Churchill this season. He's 1 for 1 against him. 0 for 2 today. 192 average on the season. But again, showcases outstanding discipline. 19 walks. 13 runs scored. 4 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Harris takes high. 2-2. Not really that close there. I don't know what all the bickering's about. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And even though there's 2 strikes, Churchill's just been throwing fastballs. So if you're Harris, gear it up towards that. If he throws a breaking ball and it's perfect, you got to tip your cap. Right now, gear it up for heat.
Harris takes ball 3.
Looking back to the last at-bat, Walker had a full count. Churchill delivered a fastball. Harris has a full count here.
He fouls off another one, so Harris will not go away. Still 3 balls and 2 strikes. Max Blessinger leading off of third. Again, the Saints trail by 2, 9-7 here at Pershing Park in Santa Barbara, California. I'm Anthony Vasquez. I'm Aaron Goldstein, joined by my partner, Anthony Vasquez. Getting a little late, Anthony. 3-2 on Cooper Harris. Churchill set. The pitch. A cold strike 3, perfectly placed on the inner half. So we're going to keep it right here as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. And Anthony, Saints are able to score that inning, but could have been a lot more damage, only putting up 1 run. Started the inning with first and second and nobody out.
And it was a tough AB against Churchill, a couple of tough at-bats, and Walker struck out, and Harris thought he took ball 4 in that inside corner, just wasn't able to get the call. The Saints would definitely tell you they left a lot of runs still on the board, but hey, it's a 2-run ball game going into the top of the 9th. Anything could happen, but if you're Carter Foss, you got to limit the damage.
Carter Foss in for his 3rd inning of work. And Anthony, you got to credit Churchill there, battling and striking out some tough hitters for the Arroyo Seco Saints.
It was one of their best relievers for a reason.
Especially getting Cooper Harris to strike out there. Perfectly placed fastball in the inner half. Nonetheless, the Saints are in the ball game here. Score is 9-7 in favor of the Sturs. Carter Foss looking to limit the damage here. Keep this at a 2-run ball game. We're about ready for this bottom of the 8th inning. And Anthony, it looked like Caleb Reyes warming up the pitcher, Carter Foss, and he's a bullpen guy for the Saints, but does have a background catching and playing the field at Occidental College.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th inning for the Foresters, sponsored by Pacific Crest. Let's start off for the first baseman, number 32, Gavin Cash.
So here's the dangerous Gavin Cash. He's 3 for 3 on the ball game, the sac fly. On the season, he's in 325. That was coming into the game. That average has shot up after a 3-hit performance. Looking to do more here. Right on left matchup. Cash takes ball 1. So Foss looking to keep this Foresters lineup at bay. Keep this at a 2-run game. Next inning for the Saints, they'll have the top of the order. That's Jordan Rogers, Drew Cowley, and Kyson Donahue. So certainly the ability to tie this game from a lineup perspective. Cash takes a called strike on the outer half. 2 balls and 1 strike.
But if you're Carter Foss, you can't have your team going down to the top of the 9th inning, down by anything more than 2.
He deals to the Sturs first baseman, who fouls that away.
And I like the way he's attacking hitters so far, trying to limit those free passes. If they hit you, they hit you. But if they walk you, there's really nothing the fielders can do about that.
Foss working from the stretch. Harris puts down the signs, sets up away. 2-2 pitch. He's fouled off again, so nice battle by Gavin Cash. Breaking ball is high. Count is now 3-2. Some action in the Foresters bullpen. Keep you updated on that. Right now, Saints looking to keep this at a 2-run game. 3-2 pitch to Gavin Cash. That is hit high to left. Going back is Jackson Walker, and he makes the play at the wall for the first out.
With the fences only playing 3-10 to left field, that was a routine fly ball at Jackie Robinson Field. Meanwhile, here at Pershing Park, I was really close back to the wall. Great job by Walker.
So Nate Rombach to bat. A little Carrie Underwood on the walk-up song.
I like it.
Throwback. Rombach 0 for 1 on the day with 3 base on balls. Takes a called strike. Fouls that one back. For Rombach, in 55 at-bats this season, 14 strikeouts, so he's prone to striking out. Carter Foss has him 0-2. Foss set above the belt. Righty deals. He just gets a piece to stay alive. Anthony, the Saints are right back at it tomorrow against the MLB Academy Barons. That game at Jackie Robinson Field. In the middle of a stretch in which the Saints play 6 games in 6 days. Right now, the depth is being stretched to its maximum capacity, Anthony, as the Saints only had 9 position players available for this ball game.
And it would have been 8. Thankfully, Jordan Rogers, who twisted his ankle trying to get back to first earlier on, is good again.
Another foul ball by Rombach, who refuses to go down. So 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning here at Pershing Park. That's outside. Nice at bat here by Rombach. Another foul ball. Foss went with the slider there, and Rombach rounded it into his dugout down the third base line. swing and a miss. So Foss blows it by Rombach for the second out of the inning.
That was more than blow it past him. Carter Foss really digging deep. Blowing it past one of the key hitters in the Santa Barbara order for the second out.
Saints pitching staff with 3 strikeouts on the game after that Foss K. Here's Tanner Otremba. First pitch is low. Otremba 1 for 3 on the day, reached base twice, hit by pitch and single. Also flew out to the first baseman Sanchez and grounded into a double play. That was a roller to third in which Matt Marlowe fired home to Cooper Harris. Harris stepped on the base and fired to first. That was in the first inning, Anthony. It was already 2-0. The Saints limited the damage. Swing and a miss. Dale gets Otremba to swing at a pitch in the dirt. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. And that almost nails Otremba. Anthony Otremba's had a rough day at the plate. Earlier in the ballgame, he was hit on the hand. There he gets knocked down. Three and 1 on the power hitting DH for the Sturs. He takes ball 4, so nice at bat from Otremba. And Anthony, there's 2 away.
Basic Cafe. Please welcome left fielder number 9, Hunter Ensley.
And Hunter Ensley will bat. Anthony, 8 walks for the Saints pitching staff, also hit by pitch as Ensley hits that to Donahue, who shovels over to his buddy Drew Cowley. That'll do it for the Sturs in the 8th inning. We'll head to the 9th inning. Saints need 2 to extend the ball game. They trail 9-7 on the Arroyo Seco Saints Media Network on YouTube. Last ups for the Saints if they can't score 2 and tie this ball game. Anthony, the doctor on the hill, Nick Proctor.
Nick Proctor is going to be a tough ask for the Saints to come back on. In 12 1/3 innings, he has 24 strikeouts and only 2 walks. And in 10 appearances, he's only given it 3 hits. Hitters are hitting only .075 against him. He's 4 for 4 in save opportunities, and he has 2 wins. This is easily the best pitcher in the Santa Barbara bullpen, a stacked bullpen, if I may say.
Anthony, the Saints have the right guys coming up in this inning. It starts with Jordan Rogers, the leadoff man. That's followed by Drew Cowley and then Kyson Donahue. If anyone reaches base, Matt Marlowe. So Saints have hope with the top of the order due up in this 9th inning.
And Aaron, I don't mean to put fear into this Saints lineup, but the last time he walked someone, June 11th, the first day of the season. Last time he gave up a hit, June 25th against the Blues.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
So Proctor taking a while to warm up. They finally throw down.
And we head to the top of the ninth inning. Foresters fans, let's make sure you hear it. Leading off for the Saints is Jordan Rogers.
Jordan looking to start a rally for the Saints. Anthony, his job here simply to get on base. Tying run is on deck. It's Drew Cowley. If Rogers is able to reach. Proctor has a very unorthodox motion. He hides the ball well.
Hides it, and he comes at you from a side arm slot. And that's going to be really tough for righties. Thankfully, Cowley and Donahue, the next two hitters, batting from the left side.
Fastball in for a called strike. So 1-1 on Jordan Rogers. Anthony, this is a tough matchup for anyone, but especially for a righty with that ball moving away from you. Here's the pitch to Rogers. Takes another called strike. It's now 1-2.
That looked like the pitch that Rogers could deal with.
1-2 on Jordan Rogers, who's 2 for 3 today. Also had a sac fly to right field. Rogers swings and misses. Drew Cowley will come to bat.
For the Saints, second baseman Drew Cowley.
So we'll see how the Saints lefties fare against Proctor. The lone righty, not so well against the tough side armor. Here's the pitch from Proctor, targets away. Perfect spot on the outside corner for strike one. A little trash talk from the Sturs fan base and dugout. Gotta love it. Makes the game more competitive. Cowley takes off the plate. 1-1 strike on Mr. Saint, as they call him. It's his 4th year with the club. Drew Cowley takes low. He's ahead, 2-1 strike. Saints looking to get a guy on base, bring that tying run to the plate, put the pressure on Proctor and this Foresters defense. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. Cowley not taking the bat off his shoulder this at bat. He'll have to do it now and protect with 2 strikes. Targets away. Cowley pops that up into center field. No big deal for the center fielder, Rylan Charles. Kyson Donahue comes to bat, representing the last hope for the Saints, trailing 9-7 at Pershing Park.
Kyson Donahue.
So Donahue, rare. Donahue 1 for 4 on the day. Takes a big rip and comes up empty. Great pitch there, Anthony.
Fastball blown right past Kyson. And for Proctor, you're not going to walk anybody, so if you're Donahue, Really got to get on base here. The only thing is, can't walk your way over to first. You got to hit your way on.
That's right. Proctor rarely, if ever, gives someone a free pass, and he's ahead 0-2. Anthony, I got to say, I'm really impressed with Proctor.
Looking good.
Excellent control. Very weird arm angle. He tunnels very well with the off-speed stuff. Just a complete pitcher. Hopefully Donahue can find a way on base here, get that tying run up to the plate. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 looking. Donahue goes down. Proctor gets the save, and that'll do it here in Santa Barbara. So the Saints are swept in a 2-game series against the Sturs.
And the Saints dug themselves in a sizable hole earlier on. Tried their very best to come back, but the effort fell short. And that is now a 3rd consecutive loss for the Saints. But once again, this is a game where they've had a chance to make their way back, just unable to get a few key hits late in the ball game.
So 7 runs on 9 hits, 1 error for the Saints. Foresters 9 runs on 12 hits, no errors. And the Saints will be right back at it tomorrow at home at Jackie Robinson Field against the MLB Academy Barons. They'll look to try to end this 3-game skid after winning 5 in a row. The Saints have lost 3. That'll do it from Pershing Park. The Saints lose to the Sturs 9-7.